2. Read. Before we continue with today's reading, you must watch 3C1 vocabulary and then continue this reading video. A. Look at the pictures. Look at this picture and this. What can you guess about Montreal's underground city? What can you say without knowing? When you guess, you say something and you don't know if it's true or not. I have a video that I'd like to share with you now. Look at the pictures, watch the video, and then we'll continue.
Number 1. Montreal's underground city, Canada, Réseau. With all of these historic, decommissioned, beautiful cities, who would have thought that one of the most impressive examples of a subterranean metropolis would be an extremely modern take in Canada? This underground city in Montreal, otherwise known as Réseau, is a hybrid of your typical above-ground life and a series of interconnected tunnels that provide shoppers, travelers, and businessmen alike a place to move around while avoiding the harsher elements on the outside. While most of Réseau's businesses, offices, and points of interest are located above ground, the network that winds underneath downtown Montreal is an impressive display, offering some access to subterranean commercial sectors. Just how large is the network of connecting tunnels, you ask? You're looking at 20 miles or 32 kilometers of channels, a large reason that Réseau looks and feels like a true underground city.
And now we're back. So, now what can you guess about this underground city? Let's listen.
Montreal's underground city. La Ville Souterraine is an underground city in and around the city centre of Montreal, Canada. The underground city is 12 square kilometres and has 32 kilometres of tunnels. It is the biggest underground complex in the world. The tunnels link 10 underground stations, 2 bus stations, 1,200 offices, 200 restaurants, 40 banks, 9 hotels, universities, and many other places. As for shopping, there are 5 shopping malls and 2,600 shops. In fact, there aren't many shops above the ground in the area anymore. There are 200 entrances to the underground city, and most parts open and close with the underground from 5:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. 500,000 people use the underground city every day, and they find it very convenient. They don't need to go above the ground at all. It is very popular with Montrealers, especially during the cold winter months, but many tourists also visit it.
Now we read. La Ville Souterraine. Do you see how this name is written? It's italic. It's not straight. That's because this name is in French. Montrealers, people from Montreal, speak the French language. La Ville Souterraine is an underground city in and around the city center of Montreal, surrounding the city center, the middle of the city of Montreal, Canada. Canada, the country, Montreal, the city. La Ville Souterraine is the name of the underground city. The underground city, La Ville Souterraine, is 12 square kilometers. That's how big it is, 12 square kilometers, and has 32 kilometers of tunnels. Tunnels are like roads under the ground or into a mountain. It is the biggest underground complex in the world. Complex consisting of many different parts. The tunnels link 10 underground stations. The tunnels connect 10 underground stations, 2 bus stations, 1,200 offices, 200 restaurants, 40 banks, 9 hotels, universities, and many other places. Can you believe that? All these things, the underground stations, the bus stations, the restaurants, all of them are connected by tunnels. How long are these tunnels? 32 kilometers. That's the length. As for shopping, if you ask about shopping, there are 5 shopping malls and 2,600 shops. All these things we are talking about where? They are underground. Unbelievable. In fact, to tell you the truth, there aren't many shops above the ground in the area anymore. People stopped making shops over the ground. Why? Because now they are making them under the ground. There are 200 entrances, 200 doors, gates, to help you get to the underground city. And most parts, lots of these shops and places open and close with the underground from 5:30 in the morning a.m. to 1 in the morning. From 5:30 to 1 a.m. in the morning. 500,000 people use the underground city every day, and they find it very convenient. They think that it's convenient, it's good, it's useful. They don't need to go above the ground at all. Why would they go above the ground if they have everything they need under the ground? It's very popular. A lot of people love it with Montrealers. Montrealers, people from this city, Montreal. Particularly during the cold winter, when the snow is falling and it's very cold. People love the underground city. Why? If you don't know, Canada is a very cold country. If you go there in the winter, you will be freezing. This is why when they go to the underground city, they don't feel the cold temperature, because they are protected under the ground. But many tourists also visit it. Tourists, people who are not from Montreal, from different cities or different countries. Now let's answer the questions. Read again and complete the sentences. 1. Montreal's underground city is very big. Okay, how big is it? It's the size. It's 12 square kilometers. That's the size. 2. Montreal's underground city has how many underground stations? 1, 2, 3, 10 underground stations. 10. 3. You can visit how many shops in Montreal's underground city? As for shopping, there are 5 shopping malls. We're not talking about shopping malls, we're talking about shops. 2,600 shops. 4. Montreal's underground city has how many entrances? 200 entrances. 5. Most parts of Montreal's underground city close at what time? They close. They open at 5:30 and they close at 1 in the morning, after midnight. 6. Montrealers find the underground city convenient. They find it useful, good, especially in winter time when it's very cold. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, share it with friends. I will leave you now with the workbook exercises. I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.